Joining us now is Pulitzer Prize-winning historian and Harvard professor Annette Gordon-Reed. She's the author of On Juneteenth, which examines the history of the holiday. Annette, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
First thing, what was your reaction when President Biden made Juneteenth a national holiday? And what's the significance, in your opinion, of this move?
It was a wonderful day. I got a message early in the morning and asking if I could come down to D.C. to the signing ceremony. And it was a wonderful atmosphere. Everybody was happy, very festive. And it was a historical event. I was so glad I could be a part of it. It was a great feeling.
Let's talk about your book, On Juneteenth. You point out in that the stories of cowboys, ranchers, and oil men have long dominated the history of Texas. But African Americans played an integral role in the state's history. Give us a snapshot of that impact.
Well, the impact is that the institution of slavery provided the engine of development in early Texas. Most people in Texas lived in the eastern part of the state, which was a plantation society that people don't typically think of. They think of, as you said, oil men and cowboys out west. And it helped build Texas economy. And people thought the father of Texas, Stephen F. Austin, actually wrote that it was essential to the development of the territory. It was then a part of Mexico, but they later go on to become a republic and then a state. But all the while, slavery was the engine of their development.
You're a Texas native, the descendant
Yes.
of enslaved people. Tell us about your family's connection to Juneteenth.
Well, it's very close, as a matter of fact. My great-grandmother was alive until I was about 11, so I knew her. Her mother had been born enslaved. She was freed as a child by her father, along with her mother. And so my great-grandmother knew somebody who had been enslaved, and I knew my great-grandmother. So this is, it just tells you that this was all a blink of the eye. This is not something that was long ago. So we celebrated it because knowing that the older people in our family had been intimately connected to the institution of slavery. So it meant a lot to think about how those people felt when they learned that they would no longer be treated legally by law as property.
Annette, I've said it on this program before. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, and we know Central High School very well and the integration of that high school in the South. I'm interested in the historical aspect. Now that we have a federal holiday for Juneteenth, how important is it that we get this holiday into the history books so kids start learning about it? Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't learn about Juneteenth till probably a decade ago.
No, this is the great thing about it. It won't just be people in Texas. It became a state holiday in Texas back in '80, but now that it's a federal holiday, this will be occasion to develop lesson plans around it. I see so many books for young people of all ages about Juneteenth, and this will be a way for them to know about this history, because this is how we can know where we are now and think about the future by knowing where we've been. And starting children off the right way is a good way towards that goal.
For the last year, we've seen protests across the nation calling for social justice reform. Is this national holiday a sign of some progress, even if it is one step in the right direction?
It's a step in the right direction, and it provides a platform, as you were discussing, for children, a platform for us to talk about issues of race and problems and try to solve them. It's a beginning. That's the way I would characterize it. An important step.
Annette Gordon-Reed, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your book here on News Nation.
Thank you for having me.